So yeah, hi and welcome to day 2 of our CAD class. Okay. So today we're going to be creating objects and sketches. So objects are kind of like you can think of them kind of as like custom parts that you would use to kind of build what your own thing. Because like there's FTC parts and then there's custom parts, right? So what this allows, by making objects, you're able to make your own custom parts. Hi, Ritik, you just joined, but we're just going over the agenda for today.
Okay.
So yeah, so creating objects is just like making your own custom objects that might not be provided by FTC. Hi, Abhimanyu. Yeah, all right, he's in. Okay. Hi, Abhimanyu, we're just going over the agenda. And then we're also making sketches. So sketches is another way we kind of create our own custom items instead of the ones provided by FTC. We're also going to talk to you guys a bit more about how the individual parts of components. Like, remember how yesterday I was talking about how when you press move, there's components, objects, and faces. So like each object and component might have a face, which you can do different things to. We'll also be going over hiding objects and components. And if we have some time, we'll go over joints, which is a pretty big topic. So now, guys, make sure you have your Fusion 360 open. And do you guys have any questions from yesterday?
No.
No? Okay. Then let's, Rohit can take over then.
Yes. Okay, so today we're going to focus mainly on custom parts and how to do that. So everybody go into your own folders and create a new untitled sheet. So I've got my untitled one here. My CAD wasn't working yesterday, that's why mine is empty, but yours should have everything that we did yesterday in them. So I'm just going to name it project 1 because it's the first thing I'm doing, right? So I've saved it, and now we can start. So everybody see this button at the top? Everybody has CAD open. I can wait for a minute if you guys still need some time.
Wait, mine's is not showing the CAD classes thing.
Oh, okay.
It was showing it yesterday.
Do you mind sharing your screen?
Okay, sure.
Let's see. Yeah, can you go to shared with me? Oh yeah, that's there. All right. So everybody else got it?
Yeah.
And they're able to access the thing, right? Okay, that's good. So everybody's created their untitled project and is like, they have it, right? One second.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. So everybody can see this button right here, right? Where my cursor's over. Create sketch.
Yeah.
Put the grid on. Yeah. Okay, so it should look like what you guys are seeing right now, right? So click that create sketch button and you'll see that you're given the X, Y, and Z planes. So whichever plane you select, that's where your sketch will be. And this sketch is pretty much like the blueprint of what the 3D model is going to be. So like if you're creating a cube, then your sketch would be a square. If you're creating like something else, let's see, like a rectangular prism, then your thing would be like a rectangle, your sketch. So just select the X one for now. And up here, you can see that you have 4 different options. So you have a line, a square, a 2-point rectangle, a circle, and like this is another kind of line. So let's just start off with the rectangle. And you can see that like when you drag it, it'll give you the dimensions. So you guys can make it whatever dimensions you want. So let's just say it's going to be a 0.5 inch by, sorry, 1 second. Yeah, so just create like a 0.5 by, let's say, 1. Right, so you can see you have your rectangle here. Is everybody able to do that? Hello?
Are you guys there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you guys have any difficulties up to now?
Wait, mine's just showing it in millimeters, not inches.
Okay, yeah, so I think we skipped over that yesterday. So you guys see document settings, right? If you click on that little arrow, you'll see units in inches or millimeters, whatever it is right now, and you can change the units you want. So up here, I can change it to millimeters and it'll update it so that it's in millimeters now. So I like to keep it in inches just because that's what I'm used to, but it's really just whatever you feel comfortable with. So is everybody able to change it into inches for their new project?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so let's create it again. Just you can make it whatever size you want. I'll just do 0.5 by 1. So just tell me when you guys are able to get that.
Can you go over like how to make the rectangle?
Yeah, so up here, you see where my cursor is? Have you clicked create sketch already?
Yes.
Okay, so you see where the rectangle is?
Mm-hmm.
When you click on that, your cursor will become like this kind of, like what's it called? A crosshair. And when you click, that's where your first layer, like your first corner is gonna be. And when you drag, you can make it whatever size you want, or you can just type in whatever dimensions you want. So I can make this like 6 by like 3, right? And it'll just do that. Let me delete this. Delete the square. So now we're gonna see what we can do with this like base rectangle. So once you've created your sketch, just click finish sketch, and now you're back to your regular interface. And you can go to use the home button up here so that you can just like see your 2D model in like all 3D planes. So once everybody's gone to there, just tell me and then I'll go on to the next step. You guys got it? All right, let's just move on then. So you guys see this button up top next to this create sketch button? This is your extrude button. So this will allow you to create, like, it'll allow you to make your 2D sketches into 3D objects. So we're just gonna click on the extrude button, and you'll see that it'll automatically select the one sketch that you have available, just because we have one sketch right now. So from there, we can extend it, and you see that we're actually creating a cube now. So however tall you want this cube, you can make it whatever you want. So let's just say I do 1 inch, right? And now I've got my 3D model here. Anybody have any questions?
No.
No, you guys were able to create the sketch, no problems.
Yeah, Rohit, you can just like check there. You guys are all doing it inside your project folders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, we can.
It's
Arush.
not letting me extrude it.
Okay, give me a second. Arush, is your Fusion still not working?
Yeah, I can't. It's like just it's stuck in this loading screen.
Okay, do you have any other tabs open? Like, do you have Chrome open or like anything else other than that?
I only have the Zoom open and Fusion 360.
Okay, are you on a laptop or on a PC?
I'm on a laptop.
Okay, so Fusion on a laptop sometimes is a little bit slow, so
We're
maybe
using
wait a
the
little.
same thing yesterday, Arush?
Yeah.
Okay, then it should work.
Is there like a spot in your house that has like better Wi-Fi, like best
Um,
connection?
I am in it. Like
Okay.
the router thing.
Yeah. Sometimes Fusion just takes a while, depending on
yeah.
like how your
You
connection is.
You can try like
Depending-
killing the software, like the app, and then try opening it up again.
I did it a couple of times, but it still
Oh,
is.
Okay. I'd say just wait then, because sometimes it takes a while. Like
yeah.
maybe for next time you can like for tomorrow you can try if you have a PC at home, then you can try downloading the software on there. You just have to sign into your account on Fusion or on the Autodesk website, and it'll let you download the software again. So
The thing is, I don't have a PC. This is the most like capable
okay.
device I have.
Okay, so I'd suggest just waiting then. Sometimes Fusion is like that. It's like really slow.
Okay.
Obiwani, you said that you had a question, I think.
It's about the extruding.
Yeah. So
Like,
was it not
it's
working?
Yeah, it's not extruding.
Okay, can you share your screen? Let's see. You can find the problem.
Sure.
All right. So have you? All right. So right now you're looking at the thing straight on, and you're gonna be extruding it upwards. So what I would suggest doing is going so that you're in your home view. So go back to the cube. Just click cancel on the extrusion for now. Yeah, and you see your cube up top, like in the right hand corner, upper right hand corner. This cube a little bit lower. Yeah. So if you go more, you should see like a home icon. Like it'll look like a house. And if you click on that, it'll go back to your original view. So back where the cube is. If that is not working, don't right click, just try left clicking. Just around where it is.
Wait, try using Orbit.
Yeah, you can use that as well. So yeah, so now you want to try it again. So try extruding again. Yeah, so you can bring it up and down wherever you want. All right. Yeah, we'll get to that later, the degrees as well. So do you mind stop sharing? Just so I can. Thank you. All right. So was everybody able to do that? I can check your projects if you want, but I don't know, if you just tell me it'll be easier.
Yeah, I didn't do it. I think I did it.
Yours is not working. Let's go through and check. Okay, when you're done with that, make sure you save it just so that it's like you don't lose it. And make sure you're saving it inside your own project folders, just so we keep everything organized. We'll go through and check. Something gonna help me check.
Yeah, I'm looking at them, yeah.
Okay. Okay, it looks like Ritik was able to get it. That's good. Yeah, looks good. And then
Nishi, were you able to do it? Yeah, Nishi was
Yeah,
able to do
I
it.
could.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
good.
you could. Arish, was your fusion able to open up anymore?
I mean, it did, but it's like not loading anything. It's really slow. All I can see is like the top menu bar thing where the.
Yeah, that happens a lot. So fusion, it's like highly intensive on your oh shoot, muted. Yeah, so like fusion is like it requires a lot of like your computer has to be like pretty fast for it to work properly. So like something like a laptop isn't really recommended for fusion, but like I don't know, that's what I used when I started off using fusion. So it takes some getting used to, and it's a little bit frustrating, but
Yeah.
hopefully
Like
it'll load up.
Actually, I think I got it. I'm not sure, but I think I made the sketch.
okay.
Okay,
Good.
that's good.
It's
Yeah, just tell us when you're done with that, and we can go through and check. Just make sure you got it.
I think I'm done, but it's like,
All right. Were you able to save it again?
yeah. Wait. Let me see.
Does it have the little star on top?
Yeah. Oh, now it's not there. Yeah, I saved it. It's
Okay,
project
let's see.
3. Project 3.
So Tim, can you see it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. You
Okay.
can move on.
Yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
Yeah. Arish, good job.
So, let's talk about if you've created the shape, right? If you want to make something more like, what do you say? Let's say, you want to make something more like complex. You don't just want like a cube, right? So from here, what we can do is we can create another sketch on top of this object that we've created. So if you select like, let's just say this face right here, like the right face. If you select on that and you hit create sketch, then you'll be able to create a sketch on top of that one face that you selected on your object. So right from here, we can create a sketch. Just choose a rectangle. Oh, let's choose a circle tool this time. We can show off that. So different. It's not like you're gonna create like you're choosing one area and then you drag it. You're actually choosing the center point. So wherever you click, that's the center of your circle. So let's just say that we're going for like approximately the center. So if you use your grids, you can probably find it. And let's just say we're creating 0.75, and that's gonna be the diameter of your circle. Everybody knows what the diameter is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So once you do that, just hit enter, and now you've got your circle onto your face. So once you do that, you have to finish sketch again, and from there, I'll continue once you guys have gone that far. And guys, feel free to ask questions if you are a little confused. I know I'm going a little fast.
Yeah. And what's important about this is that Fusion will recognize it as a circle. So if like Rohit will hover over the circle or the thing, Fusion will recognize it as a different element or a different face. So that's why this is necessary when we design things. Like, yeah.
Great.
Wait, yeah, I got the circle.
Okay, that's good. Was everybody else able to do it? This is like a
Um,
little bit confusing the first time.
Can you
Yeah,
repeat
Nishi.
it again?
Okay, yeah, so I'll just delete this and we'll start again. So what you want to do is first select the face where you want your next sketch to be on. So let's say that we're choosing this face. You can see that, right? Which one's highlighted? So click on that face and click create sketch. Once you're at create sketch, then instead of using the 2-point rectangle, we're going to use a circle this time. So once you click on the circle, you'll be given the point to place its center at. So let's just say like approximately the middle of your rectangle, it doesn't really matter. And you just click there, and then you can create a circle as big as you want, right? And I'm just gonna type in 0.75 inches as the diameter of my circle. So once I've done that, Fusion has created the sketch, and all I have to do now is finish sketch. right? And now I've got my circle. Were you able to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys were able to do it, right? Okay, this next part's a little bit confusing, so just try to stay with me. So we're gonna go to extrude now, and we're gonna click on the circle. So the cool thing now is that now that you've put this onto your rectangle face, what we can do now is extrude it outwards to create another object, or we can even cut into the circle, into the rectangle, so that we are cutting away from the actual rectangle. So if you see here, you can see how far it's going. I can even go all the way through just to make a hole in the thing. So right now, let's just try the cut object. So this is called like the cut function of the extrusion. So when you're doing extrusion, you can, right here, you can see operation. So cut would be what I'm doing right now. Join would be, it'd be like filling in. So join would be like creating a new object. So everybody just take your thing and drag it back and make sure that your operation is on cut. So when you do this, I can look from the side view and make sure just see where I want it to go. Let's say I want to go all the way through. I just go like that. I hit enter. Was everybody able to do that?
Rohit, you lagged for like 10 seconds. Can you say?
Sorry. So let's just go back. So I've got my sketch, right? And if I just extrude to the circle, create a new object like face, or I can even cut onto the into the other object. So if I'm cutting into the other object, that means that I'm just like removing that part, and it's like if I hit enter here, then I've created a hole into the object. Something was that good?
Yeah. I'm not sure. Is anybody experiencing latency, or is it just me?
I think
I
it might
also
be
saw a
mine.
little bit of lag. Can you repeat it?
Me too.
Yeah. Sorry, my internet's not that good. All right, so you guys, I'll just go slower. So you guys have the sketch, right? Your sketch is all like drawn in. So from there, like what we did last time, we're gonna go to the extrude button. Just hit the extrude button, and then choose your inner circle. Make sure that the circle part is highlighted, not the outside of the circle, because that'll like affect how the shape will come out. So click on that circle that you want, and then from there, we can either move it outwards or inwards. Moving it out would create another object. It would create like another thing, like it'll create like a cylinder on top of the what's it called? The rectangular. Sorry, like the cube shape. Moving the other way will cut into the rectangle, like the cube. So let's say I want to go create a circle, like create a hole all the way through. I just drag it so this red portion is all the way through the square. So when I hit enter, then it should have created a hole into my rectangle. Did everybody get it that time?
Yeah, I think I got it.
Okay. Let me just see if I can quit out of Chrome.
So, like Rohit said, so basically, that's what Fusion 360 allows us to do. It basically allows us to modify these different things, right? It's like what Rohit just did, you could also do it with an FTC part, right? So that's the whole point of Fusion. You should just be able to, it's around changing the parts based on how you want it. So yeah, I saw Ritvik did it correctly. Arush, let me check. Arish, you also did it properly, right? Sheet.
I'm having a bit of trouble. Can you just like say it?
All right, Nishi, do you mind sharing your screen, or I can do it on your project if you want? Okay, Nishi, do you mind sharing your screen? I can stop sharing and let me just stop sharing the way.
Mushi, are you there?
Yeah, I just don't know how to like share the screen.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, there's like a
Oh,
small.
at the bottom of the thing, there's like a green button that says share screen. And it'll bring you to like a pop-up that'll ask you which screen you want to share. Yeah, okay. So you've won the circle, right?
Yeah.
So just go to the extrude button now. Or actually what happened, I don't think you finished your sketch. So when you have to finish your sketch before you're able to do anything. Okay, no, it worked, right? So yeah, you're able to cut out of the object. So if you just hit enter, you should be given like the whole, yeah.
So if
So
you
if you
like
just rotate,
turn, yeah.
use the orbit function or just like the cube at top. Yeah, you should be able to just like see, yeah, you've created a hole all the way through. All right.
Yeah, just make sure you press Command S. Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you save it, everybody. All right. Nishi, do you mind unsharing? Nishi, could you stop sharing? So Nishi, could you stop sharing your screen?
Something's happening 1 minute. I'm just gonna.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right, yeah, it worked. Did he leave the meeting?
Huh?
I think Nishi had to leave the meeting for this to work. All right, let me
Oh.
invite him back.
Yeah, he can join again.
Yeah, hopefully he'll just be able to, I can send him the URL. All right, yeah, let's just continue on. So right now what we're creating is just like cylinders and cubes. So instead of doing that, Satyam, are you able to extend the meeting?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay, yeah. So let's just go back to my project. So what we can do instead of just creating like circles, like cylinders and stuff, is we can create spheres. So this is we're gonna use something other than what's it called? Other than extrude. It's called revolve. So I'm just gonna save out of this project and create a new one. Let me just save this. Save. Okay. Yeah.
Wait, do we do this too?
Yeah,
Do we
you
do-
guys create a new project. So just save out of it, or if you want, you can create more space. But I don't know. I find it easier just to start off with something new. So it's in inches. My document settings, just making sure that's there. So instead of just creating circles and stuff, what we can do is you can create a sketch. Let's just choose a different plane this time. Let's try this one. So what we can do is you can create custom stuff with using just like lines, and from there I can create like a triangle or like a semicircle. Let's see. There's also, if you click on the create button at the bottom, you can have more options here as well. So let's actually do something different. I'm just gonna create like a semicircle. Sorry. Okay. And from create, I'll just choose something else like, this is in the way. Okay, so from here, let's see. So you guys have created your line, right? From the sketch.
Yes.
Am I lagging? Okay,
No,
so you've created
yeah,
your, okay, so you've created the line, right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so go to, so you guys can see this create button, right, on your screen?
yes.
So go down to circle, and when you hover over circle, it should show you this pop-out menu. And from there, we can click 2-point circle. So you can just select the edges of your line, and it'll create a circle for you. So once you've done that, just hit enter, and it should finish this. It should place the circle down, and we can just finish sketch from there. All right. Is everybody able to do that?
Yes.
All right. Actually, give me 1 second. Let's actually go back to, so go over sketches, click this arrow, and from there you should be able to right click onto sketches. And here you'll, so once you guys right click onto sketches, you should be able to see this drop down menu. And from there we can do edit sketch. This allows us to go back and edit what we've already done if we don't like it. So from there, I'm just gonna move this line. Sorry. Let me just, I deleted the line, right? So from that line, what I want to do is move the line downwards. Let's just make the line, just make it some distance off from the circle. All right. So
Does
when
it
we're
have
using
to? Does it have to be the same distance as the diameter of the circle?
no, that doesn't matter. So right now, when we use the revolve function, we need to set an axis for the object to revolve around. So that's what this line is. It's pretty much just like an axis for this thing to revolve. So when you finish sketch here, now we've got this. So I want everybody to click on the revolve function, and you'll see over here, right? Profile. So when you go to revolve, you'll have to choose a profile and an axis. So normally Fusion's pretty good at just choosing whatever profile you want based on the set, but I'll just like deselect it. I just select the circle, and that's what it's going to revolve around the axis. So now I go into axis, and I can either choose this one or the given ones by Fusion, but let's just choose this line that we've created. And now if I click OK and I go home, then you guys can see that I've created a donut shape, right? That's pretty cool, right? So was everybody able to do that?
Guys, so yeah,
Can you create the donut again?
Okay, you want me to show it again?
Yeah.
Satyam, did you have something to say?
yeah. So if something happens, it's saying that there's 2 minutes left in the meeting. I'm not sure if it'll log us off. If it does, and it just kicks us all off, I'll create a new meeting, and I think we should get 40 minutes again. So worst comes to worst, we'll get on Hangouts. So just yeah, just be ready for that. But yeah, Rohit, you can continue.
Where did you?
Wait, can we just join the same meeting again?
I think so. I think it'll give us 40 more minutes again. It should. Yeah.
Okay, can you just create like another meeting and just send it out?
Just you guys can just use the same link then, because it
Okay,
would just be
and
the
so
same.
everybody, I think Zoom will kick us out in like 2 minutes. So just go back to the old email and use that link again to join this one.
Yeah.
So whatever link you used to join this Zoom meeting, just do that again, and we'll set up a new meeting and continue from there.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna finish this. So I'm just gonna go back to our circle sketch, so I can go undo revolve, and it should bring me back to where I was. Yeah. So I'm back here, right? Everybody got to this part, right?
I think so. I did.
Okay. So we click revolve, and from there Fusion has selected the profile that we want to, which is correct. We want to revolve this profile, and now we just have to choose an axis. So if you just select your line as your axis and hit OK, then you'll see that it's pretty much just taken that sphere shape and revolved it around this is just a sphere shape. It's revolved it around the center point, which was our line. So I think we're gonna get kicked out soon.
Just keep going until we do. I don't know when we will.
Yeah. So everybody was able to do that, right? I'm just gonna save this and I'll just go look around and see if you guys were able to. Yeah. Okay. I'll just name this project 2.
So do you guys have any questions like overall why we're doing this or like why this would be useful? No? Okay.
Like, why would it be useful? Like, why would you want to revolve something around something else?
Yeah, so again, it's always about like different situations. So like for example, in our season for FTC, in this season we had to create a robot that could pick up blocks, right? So for example, like this revolve function